What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Chance Bishop Show for episode 15 of our MLB The Show 24 Pittsburgh Pirates franchise mode here on the channel. Bubba Chandler making his Major League debut here in Game 162 of the 2025 season. So Chandler here, apparently only one start in all of AA. He has a loss in 4 innings pitched, a 3 strikeouts, 2 walk ratio, a 4.50 ERA, and a 2.25 WHIP. That sounds about right. Not quite sure where they're pulling these numbers here for Bubba Chandler. But Chandler is one of the top prospects in the Pirates organization. And coming up next, it's going to be Pirates versus Padres. No intro here for the Pirates starter Adam Mazur. But Jarred Kelenic here leads things off with a no-doubt shot as Adam Mazur leaves the fastball right down the chute. 18th home run of the season there for Jarred Kelenic. You love to see that one right there for Jarred. A very good way to start off this game. Padres are thrilled. Padres are not thrilled at all, though. Next up will be the 2-hole hitter following that one. There you go, celebrations here in the dugout for Kelenic's 18th home run of the season. So Gio Urshela batting .298 on the season. He lines that one to center field. That one's going to be caught for out number 1. So 1 down now here in the top of the first inning here. Take a look here at the lineup. You got Kelenic in center leading off, followed by Urshela at short. Reynolds DHing, Rooker at first, Olivares in right, Rodriguez catching, Schobel at third, Martin in left, and Che-Chang at second base. Reynolds drives that 98-mile-an-hour fastball dead center field, and that's caught, though, by the center fielder as well for out number 2. So there are 2 down now here, top of the first inning here. Jackson Merrill's patrolling that center field very well. Brent Rooker up now, and Rooker delivers another fastball just left over the middle here by Adam. And Mazur just, I don't know, he likes letting up the long ball there. 40th home run of the season there for Rooker. That's what you like to see, though, out of the Pirates' first baseman. They gave up a lot of young players to acquire Rooker, and he has done very well since coming here to the city of Pittsburgh. But there you go, 40th home run of the season now for Brent Rooker. Edward Olivares due up, and Olivares lines that one to center field, and that's going to be a 2-out single. And the inning continues here as Mazur just cannot get that illustrious 3rd out. Andy Rodriguez flies that one to center, and the 3rd out finally happens here, down by 2 runs though. Bubba Chandler on the mound here. His scouting report, he's got a 96-mile-an-hour fastball, followed up with a curveball and a changeup, as well as a 93-mile-an-hour 2-seamer. So Bubba Chandler here, looking to have a better success than Braxton Ashcraft, who did make his Major League debut a couple weeks ago. But first batter up, Ahmed Rosario. He goes down swinging there. First Major League strikeout for Bubba Chandler. Up comes the left fielder, Jerkson Profar, and Profar grounds that one to Schobel. Schobel knocks it down in front of him. Throw to first will not be in time. Profar just beating it out. So great defensive play there, though, by Tanner Schobel. Luis Arraez, the first baseman, he strikes out swinging there. That's going to be the second punch out of the campaign here. Now Tatis, the right fielder, grounds that one up the middle. Che-Chang's got it, flips to Urshela. That's going to be the end of the first inning. So 1 left on base here. Tanner Schobel leads things off, and Schobel drives that 4-seamer dead left field. That one's back, looking up and gone. The 3rd solo shot of the game here, 2nd of his career, as that's only the 2nd of the season there for Tanner Schobel. So Schobel there takes that one deep. Hopefully that just sets him up for a good postseason run. Maybe carries it over into next year as well there, though, for Tanner. So 2nd home run of the campaign. Austin Martin here, batting .332 on the season, lines that one to right center field. That one's going to get past everyone. That ends up rolling all the way into triples alley. Austin Martin, though, not going for a triple there, and that's going to be a no-out double. 31st double of the campaign here for Martin. Che-Chang up, and Che-Chang delivers dead center field. That one's back and very gone. Shung Che-Chang, his 2nd home run of the season. 2nd home run of his career as well. Definitely not a power hitter here for the soft-hitting infielder. But 438 dead center, 111 is the exit velo there. So definitely one of the farthest and hardest hit home runs probably of his entire career. You got Kalanick back up here, top of the second. There's still no one out here. That's a fly ball to the left fielder, though, Profar, and that's going to be out number 1. So 1 down now here in the top of the second. Gio Urshela up, and Urshela lifts that one to right. Tatis gets underneath of it and will make the catch for out number 2. So there are 2 outs now here in the top of the second inning up against the San Diego Padres. Mauser's going to get Reynolds to roll over to the shortstop, and that's going to be out number 3. That's going to finally end the inning. Luis Camposano, the catcher here, he flies that one to center. Kalanick's going to get underneath of it, and that's going to be a catch for out number 1. So 1 out here to lead off the bottom of the second inning, as up comes Jake Cronenworth. Cronenworth swings and misses, drop third strike, throw to first will be in time here. That's going to be out number 2. So 2 outs now. Third punch out of the game was the center fielder Jackson Merrill's up, and Merrill goes down looking. Fastball up and in. That's going to get his bell rung. So 4 strikeouts through 2 here for Bubba Chandler. And that's going to be a 1-2-3. Second on now at the top of the third inning for the Pittsburgh Pirates offense. Brent Rooker leads off the top of the third with a strikeout there. Fastball up and in, and Mauser looks like he's finally starting to dial it in here. First punch out of the game. Next up comes Olivares, who drives that to right field. That one will be back. That one will be caught, though, by Fernando Tatis Jr. for out number 2. Andy Rodriguez up 0 for 1 on the day. Drives that to right. That one's back. Tatis giving chase, and he leaps. Can't make the catch there. Rodriguez, he's got room to run. As that one does roll away from Tatis. He's got himself a 2-out triple there for Andy Rodriguez. That's his 5th triple of the season. Definitely leads all catchers. Out comes the manager here for the Padres, and his starter's day is done. Yeah, not surprised by that one right there. That's just not a good showing here for Adam Mauser. Jimmy Nelson, he's out of the pen here. He's got 81 appearances, 82 now. 7-5 record, 11 holds, 88 innings pitched, a 4.91 ERA, and a 23% K rate there. So it's crazy that Jimmy here has played in actually more than half of the team's games here as a pitcher. He gets like every other day off, more or less. But that's going to get the ground out there. Cronenworth for the final out. Manny Machado up now, the third baseman. He swings and misses at the curveball there for out number 1. So 1 down now here, 5th of the game for Chandler. Haesung Kim will swing and miss of that one. That's going to be out number 2. 6 punch outs here in the game for Bubba. So with 2 down, up comes Ahmed Rosario, and Rosario lines that to left. Martin, bad jump. He's late, but makes the catch regardless for a 1-2-3 bottom of the third inning. On now, top of the 4th here, Austin Martin leads things off. He's 1 for 1 on the day. Rounds that one up the middle. The shortstop has it. Throw to first will be high, but in time there for out number 1. So Kim to Arias on that one. So up now, here comes Sung Chae Chang. He grinds that one up the middle for a 1-out single. So that's going to be tossed into the shortstop, and there you go. We got runners on first base. Now up comes Jared Kalanick, and Kalanick puts that one on the ground. Kim knocks it down. Throw to first will be in time, and Arias makes the play there at first base. So now with 2 outs in the inning here, ground ball by Urshela over to Machado. Machado to first in time. That's going to end the 4th inning here. On out of the bottom half of the inning, as the Padres looking to do something here. We got Jerkson Profar up. He swings and misses at that curveball for out number 1. That's going to be the 7th punch out of the game here for Bubba. Up comes Luis Arias. 0 for 1 on the day. He pops that one up. Foul ground. Tanner underneath of it. Tanner's gonna have it. He misplays it, but he finds it last moment there. So Tanner Schobel with the play. Up comes now the right fielder, Fernando Tatis. He lines that to left. Martin's gonna get there quickly, and that is going to be a 2-out single there for Fernando Tatis Jr. So Tatis standing on first base now. Take a look here at Chandler's stat line. 7 Ks through 3 2/3 innings pitched. As Campusano sends that to left, that one will be camped under by Austin Martin, who will make the catch for out number 3. And that's going to end the bottom of the 4th. On now, the top of the 5th inning here. Out comes Brent Suter. 50 games, 7-1 record, 105 innings pitched, a 2.74 ERA here for the lefty Brent Suter. A 14% K rate there, so not a big strikeout guy for Brent, but not what you'll necessarily need here if he's got lights out stuff. He does strike out Reynolds, who was very late on that pitch right there. Not really sure why he swung, just kind of watched it go by. Brent Rooker up now, and Rooker drives that 97-mile-an-hour fastball to left center field. That one's back, looking up, and that one is gone. That is his 2nd home run of the game here, 41st of the season for Brent Rooker. 407 feet to left center field, 102 is that exit velo, so definitely not the hardest hit or the furthest home run of Rooker's career, but still a home run nonetheless. So I like to see those big home runs here out of that cleanup spot. Now up comes Edward Olivares. Olivares puts that on the ground, up the middle into center field. Now there you go. That's going to be back-to-back base knocks here off of Brent Suter. Yeah, 274 yard. Not looking too sharp now, as Endy Rodriguez does something there. Not sure what he tried to do there, but he strikes out nonetheless. Tanner Schobel up, and he swings through the high fastball there. And that's going to end the 5th. The Pirates do score on the solo shot. Jake Cronensworth up the second baseman. He strikes out swinging there. It's going to be a high fastball. 8th punch out of the campaign now for Bubba. We got Jackson Merrill, who is 0 for 1. He will swing a miss of that curveball there. That's going to be back-to-back punch outs. And up comes Manny Machado, who will send that to right. Olivares, late jump on it. That's going to get down, though, nonetheless. That's going to be a 2-out single. And Machado standing on first base following the back-to-back punch outs. All right, now up comes Hae-Sung Kim, and Kim strikes out. So striking out the side here. He's got 9 on the day. Now up comes Austin Martin, and Martin puts that on the ground. Tim's got 10 actually on the day. Martin grounds out to the second baseman, Jay Cronensworth, for out number 1. So 1 down now here, top of the 6th. Up comes Song-Chae Chang, who puts that one in play. Chang to Kim. Kim to Arias in time for out number 2. So 2 outs now here in the top of the 6th inning. Up comes Jared Kelenic. Kelenic will put that on the ground to Machado. Machado double pumps over to first in time. End of the 6th here. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. And we're on now to the top of the bottom half of the 6th. Rosario grounds that one to Tanner Schobel. Schobel over to first base with it. Backhanded by Brent Rooker for out number 1. So 1 down now here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Up comes Jerkson Profar, 1-2 count. Swing and a miss. That's going to be 11 on the day now for Bubba Chandler. So Chandler with 11 now. Luis Arias 0 for 2. He sends that to center. Kelenic, late jump, doesn't matter, makes the catch. 1, 2, 3, bottom half of the 6th. On now the top of the 7th as Chandler is dealing in his Major League debut. Former Philly Austin Davis coming out of the penthouse. 62 games on the season, a 2-3 record. 73 innings pitched with 7 holds, a 2.44 ERA with a 23% K rate. Righties failing worse against him than lefties, surprisingly for the lefty. But Urshela, he flies out to Jackson Merrill in center field for out number 1. So 1 down now here for Austin Davis here on top of the 7th. Up comes Brian Reynolds, who fights that one off to right field. Inside fastball went to right, so he sent that one the other way. That's going to be a fly out to Tatis, and now there's 2 outs. Brent Rooker up, and Rooker swings through the high fastball. That's a 1, 2, 3 inning for Austin Davis. Now up comes Tatis here, bottom half of the 7th. We got Chandler still out there looking for the quality start here. That one's not going to be played cleanly right there. That's going to be an error probably on, that's going to be actually on Urshela, the shortstop. Surprisingly there. But Campusano, he strikes out, and that's going to be the 12th of the game here for Chandler. Following that, Jake Cronensworth gets issued the free pass there. So runners on first and second. First major league walk there for Bubba Chandler. Merrill up, and Merrill sends that to left. That one's going to get down. Martin in front of it. Throw to second will allow the run to score from second base. So runners on first and second with one out in the inning. Manny Machado up, and Machado swings and misses. That's lucky number 13 strikeout-wise here for Bubba Chandler. Can he get 14? And no. Out comes Stephen Vogt. Definitely not a character model there for Stephen Vogt. That's just a generic face scan. That's just generic player right there. No face scan there for the Major League manager, Stephen Vogt. But Chandler's day is done. Out comes Craig Kimbrell to get the one out here to end the inning. So 38 appearances, 28 holds, 33 innings pitched, a 1.35 ERA with a 28% K rate for the veteran Craig Kimbrell. Song Kim strikes out on the knuckle curve, and that's going to end the 7th there. Now on top of the 8th here, we got Olivares grounds that one past Kim and Machado, and that's going to be a leadoff single to left field. So there you go. Runner on first base now, trying to get that insurance run back up. Andy Rodriguez up, and Rodriguez swings to that circle change. That's going to be out number 1. So one down now here in the top of the 8th. That's going to be Tanner Schobel, who fights that one off down the right field line. That one will get down. The right fielder can't really make the play on it. I mean, Tatis does start into the infield quickly, but runners on second and third. 4th double of the season for Schobel. Austin Martin watches a fastball go right down the middle there. And that's going to be out number 2. Vogt can't believe it either. Jay Chang up, puts that on the ground. That one's going to be gloved by Cronensworth over to first in time. And that's going to end the inning here. So 2 left in scoring position as out comes Hector Neris. 24 games. He's got 1 loss, 6 holds, 19 innings pitched, 2.84 ERA for Hector here. So not really sure how bullpen management works in this game, but it seems like Hector should have more than just 20 appearances coming into the final game of the season. Like, if it's 20 appearances at the All-Star break, fine, whatever. But really, not end of the season, only 20 appearances? Like, how is, like, he shouldn't be that rested. I get it. He's, like, 36 right now. You know, I think he's declining. I think when he signed, he was, like, a 75. I think he's, like, a 69 or, like, a low 70 right now. But still, he should be utilized more than he's being utilized right now. It's kind of insane, actually. Steven Kolek, he comes out of the pen here trying to shut down the Pirates for one more inning. As I mean, Hector Neris just, you know, hook, line, and sinker the Pirates in his half of the inning. But Kolek looking to try and get it back to the Pirates as quick as possible. Just end off his top of the 9th sooner than it started. But Jared Kelenic, he lines that one down the left field line. That's going to be a base knock and then some. So a leadoff double here for the center fielder, Jared Kelenic. So Kelenic's in scoring position now. Up will come Gio Urshela. Urshela, who's 0 for 4 on the day, sends that to right field. Tatis goes back on it, makes the catch. Kelenic goes to second on it. And there's a strange thing happens here. Kelenic thinks he's tagged up on it, but the second base umpire, he realizes that Kelenic never actually touched the bag. He left early. So Tatis credited with the double play there. The second baseman also had no idea what the hell was happening as Reynolds strikes out. But Kelenic apparently left the bag early when he tagged up. Forrest Whitley, the closer. 62 appearances, a 3-4 record, 43 for 51 saves, a 2.95 ERA in 58 innings pitched, a 27% K rate there for Forrest Whitley. So grounder up the middle, that's going to bleed into center field. Kelenic gets to it quickly, and that's going to be a leadoff single here for Fernando Tatis Jr. Hey man, you better off the single than the home run. Luis Campusano, he strikes out. He was 0 for 4 on the day. First punch out of the game here for Whitley. Cronensworth up, he strikes out as well on the cutter. So back-to-back strikeouts following the single up the middle. And Whitley is dealing. Jackson Merrill up, and Merrill swings and misses at the cutter. You love to see that one there. And that's going to be striking out the side following the leadoff single. So the Pirates take this one with ease. Final score of, 6-1, I want to say? I have entirely forgot what the score was. It was 6-1. The Pirates out-hit the Padres 13-1. The Pirates do have an error on the day off of a bad throw from Gio Urshela. Chandler gets the win. He also gets the player of the game, 6 2/3, 4 hits, 13 punch-outs, a walk, and an earned run. Adam Mazur gets the loss, 2 2/3 innings pitched, 7 hits, a strikeout, and 5 earned runs there. The Pirates finished season 93-69. Will be taking on the Phillies in the division round. Okay, there you go. We take on the Phillies in a best-of-5 series. You'll love to see that right there. Take a look at the Pirates here, how they finished off the season. So 279, 18 home runs there for Kalanick. Gio Urshela down to a 72, 295, 13 home runs, 25 home runs, 295 for Reynolds. Rooker did well, 14 home runs for Olivares, 10 for Rodriguez, 21 for McCutchen there, 25 from Austin Martin. Jay Chang had 2 in his limited time in the majors. Davis had 9 in the split position. Cody Clemens had 10. Gonzalez had 3, 12 for Sawinski, Ji-Hwan Bae 4, and I'm kind of disappointed by how Ji-Hwan Bae performed. Skeens finished 16-7 with a 2.84 ERA and 229 punch-outs on the season. Jared Jones went 20-5 with 217 punch-outs. Priester 15-7, Drummond 8-9 with a 495, and Mick Abel kind of meh down the stretch right there, 5.44 ERA. Falter, Clevenger, meh. I mean, Clevenger and Abel kind of flip-flop for a little bit. Same thing with Falter. Bullpen, there are some less than desirable ERAs out here, like Fleming, Holderman, but Naris, Kimbrel, Whitley did really well. I mean, the back-end guys did extremely well here. 43 saves in his first season as the closer here. For Forrest Whitley, you'll love to see that. But text on YouTube, though. Peace out, rock on, stay super class. We'll catch you on the next episode here on the channel of our